Here comes Betty. Hey, sweet girl. There's Milo down there. And it is 69, almost 70 degrees, 87% humidity. Towards the end of January. That's supposed to be the high today here in the mountains of Belize, 70 degrees. So it does get cool. And I'm going to zoom in. That back there, right there, is the roof to our house. And if you look around, this is how the property that we bought and we built on started. Jungle. You can see there's nothing out here. It is just jungle. This is somebody else's property. Nothing built on here, just soursop trees way out here, but you can see all the way down there, even back up, jungle. Welcome to the channel, everyone. So I wanted to talk about living off grid in Belize, why we decided to build off grid in Belize. And of course, if you see behind me, that's why we chose to build where we built, because of the view. Absolutely. You know, living abroad, living outside of the US has been an eye-opening experience for both me and my wife. We've learned a lot. We've had a lot of challenges along the way. It has not been easy in any sense. I don't want to give you the wrong impression of, you know, moving outside of your home country is going to be easier than leaving the country that you're not, because it's not. There's a lot of things that you have to get used to. There's a different culture shock, different laws, different rules, different attitudes, different foods, different ways of thinking, different life, but it's great. Look at this. I get to live here. You know, for me and my wife, building off grid is something that we wanted to do for a long, long time. And to be honest with you, we didn't really think that we were ever going to be able to do it. So we were lucky and we were blessed to have the opportunity to build off grid. So when we got the opportunity, we seized the bull by the horns and we decided to do it. So I figured I'd show you guys around. If you're wondering if it does get cool in the mountains of Belize in wintertime, it's not cold, but for Belize, 70 degrees in the mountains for a high, it's cool. I got on a long sleeve shirt, jeans, boots. There's a wind. So yeah, it definitely does get cool. So let's go ahead and walk around the property. I'd love to show you guys some of what we've done here. All right, guys, so when we got out here, the only thing that was out here was a dirt road. As you can see, there's nothing out here but a jungle and this dirt road. And this is what we turned the jungle into in just under 2 years. We had this entire driveway we put in the bigger stone because you get a lot of mud in Belize. I got tired of the mud. All this landscaping out here, we did all of this. There was nothing here. There was absolutely no grass on this property either. There was absolutely no grass on this property. You can see we planted everything on the property except these mature soursops that were already here. This used to be a soursop orchard. Orange trees, some more orange trees, guavas. These just started flowering this year. So this is pomegranate right here. You can see one of the flowers on the pomegranate. How cool is that? All this lemon, fever grass we planted to make hedges. Nancy tree. mulberry tree. We fenced all this in for our poultry. We have our quail in here. There's a mama and a baby. But we keep our quail in here. These quail are actually pretty docile. They don't, they'll let me come in here, touch them. They don't really ever try to fly out of here. Actually, they don't ever try to fly out of here. They're healthy. We keep them fed, always fresh water. We put up this entire fence line on the inside of the property for the poultry. More lemon and fever grass all the way down here. Hello, Thomas. Hey, Tom. Tom loves to be picked up, held. You can see on the perimeter of the property, rather than just running barbed wire, I ran poultry fence all the way down here. Avocado trees. Everybody's going to start following me. I had a lot more here, but I just got rid of about 20 hens, which was good. Planted all this, plantains, bananas, sugar cane. So yeah, as you can see, we've done a lot here. We've planted so much. And, you know, like I said, it hasn't been easy, but it has been a very rewarding experience, to say the least. Yeah, we are 100% off-grid, self-sufficient with power, water, even our cooking. The only thing that we use here for internet, we have a point-to-point system, which is a satellite on a tall pole that communicates with a tower that's about 4 miles away. And that's how we get internet here. But other than that, we are completely off-grid. Want to walk around the property to kind of show you guys the systems that we have set up. Maybe it'll help somebody out there. All right, guys, so first, water catchment. You can see I put gutters around the entire property. We get plenty of rain, get an average of 150 inches of rain here a year. You can see there's gutters on the entire house. So all the water that we catch is right here. It goes in this big 1,200 gallon cistern here. The water goes up into a pump, comes in the pressure tank, runs through a filter system, and of course is supplied to the house by cold water. For hot water, we have a on-demand gas system. Even have AC in here for when it gets real hot. We are in Central America in Belize, and our solar does a great job with that. You can see I ran lines all the way down here towards the back. Even have water out here in the back. Put a little spigot back here. And like fresh water, you can still see gutters going all the way down the house. This is the other back half of the property. Papayas, dwarf coconut trees all the way down. Bananas and plantains back here. Got dragon fruit back here. Yucca, mangoes, just about anything you can think of. And of course, here's more gutters on the house. Here's the internet system. That's what we use for internet. So you can still see the gutters running all the way down porch. This is excess water runoff. It keeps it away from the property. So when the cisterns are full, I can switch that, and this property slopes downhill. The water runs away from the foundation of the house. This is the one I use for the property. This is a 300 gallon. I use that for the animals, and also I can move water from this cistern to the main one with a pump. Once again, I got an on-off switch right here. I can shut that off when this is full, and the water will run right here and run all the way back there. It keeps it away from the property. So the main thing a lot of people ask me about is going to be solar. Let me walk over here. I'm going to try to show you how the solar system is set up. All right, so you can see up here, I got 6 410 watt panels here, and there's another 6 right there on this flat roof, which gives me a total of 4,800 watts. Typically here in Belize, on a good sunny day, I pull in between 16 and 22,000 watts, which is enough to power this entire house. And let me go show you the inverter and the battery bank that I have real quick. All right, so I got the EG4 inverter, which this has been an awesome inverter here. And here's the battery bank. So I got 5, 10, 15, 20,000 watt battery bank right there. And that's what powers the entire house. So yeah, if I would have known about solar sooner, I would have definitely done it back in the States. And of course, it powers everything from here. But once again, this view, this is why we chose to build here. Right here. Look at that. That never gets old. Waking up to. I got this up right now because there's some mist that's coming in from this winter storm. This is actually the backside of a cold front that just went through the United States. So yes, everything that we have here is 100% off-grid. So yeah, guys, this has definitely been a very humbling experience to build a fully off-grid, self-sustaining home in Central America. But like I said, it hasn't come without its hiccups that we had to learn along the way. It hasn't come without its challenges. It hasn't come without its fears. It hasn't come without its doubts. And it wasn't easy. You know, like I said, I don't want to give anybody the impression that doing what we just did behind us was easy. It took both of us. It took a lot of work. You know, there was arguments along the way. There was uncertainties. There was so many things that came up, but we didn't give up. We just kept going. We kept going and we didn't give up. And we ended up turning our dream into a reality. And that was one of the biggest goals for us, is to have a picture of what we wanted in our head and actually make it come to life. And it was a very rewarding experience for both of us. So if you're thinking about doing the same, it's definitely possible. You know, follow your dreams. Don't give up. Don't let anybody tell you that you can't do something. If you got something that you want to do, man, go out and do it. Life is short. You know, we only get one shot at this. So I'm the type of person that as I get older, I don't want to have any regrets when that day comes. I want to look back and say, man, I did that. And I either learned a lesson or I succeeded. And I've done both with this homestead behind me. I've learned lessons and I've absolutely succeeded. And this has been one of the greatest experiences, not only in my life, but in my wife's life too. And we are ready to move on to our next adventure, whatever that's going to be. But like I said, I know I've gotten a lot of questions, you know, specifically about if we are 100% off grid. So that's why I figured that I would walk you guys around and see that, yes, we are 100% off grid. We have 2 bills on our homestead. One of them is gas, which is for the hot water, and also for the cooking, and that costs us about 60 US per year. The other one is internet, and that costs us about 60 US per month. Those are the only 2 bills that we have here, and that's a big difference coming from when our main bill in the States was our mortgage. And of course, you know, in the States, when you sign up for a mortgage and you're talking about a 30-year mortgage, you're really never going to own your property. You're going to pay to the bank for 30 years. And then even after that, you know, you're going to have property taxes that are just going to, they're just going to, you know, keep consuming you. So whatever that we're going to be doing next is going to be another adventure. It's going to be exciting. I appreciate all the people that have subscribed to the channel since we've been here. Appreciate, you know, all of the comments, even the negative ones. You know, I don't take anything personal. Like I said, this has been our adventure. It's been our experience, and that's what I try to bring to you guys. And hopefully for those of you that watch the channel have been able to get some really good information. If you're thinking about coming to Belize, don't be disheartened by what you may hear back in the States about crime rates and all that other kind of stuff. What you hear and what it actually is two different complete things. I got to be honest with you, it is completely different than what you're going to hear where you're coming from. It's that fear mongering, that scare tactic, you know, and maybe people don't want you to leave, because if you get to the other side, you're going to realize that the grass is greener on the other side, and there's definitely a lot less red tape. And the people of Belize are friendly, warm, they're inviting. As long as you treat them well, they're going to treat you well. Everything isn't sunshine and roses here. You know, like I said, you gotta learn to take the good with the bad, but the good definitely outweighs the bad. So thanks for watching the channel, everyone. We really appreciate it. If you have any more questions about systems that we use, I'm not really good with putting a lot of things in the descriptions. I'm not that technical. When it comes to videos, I just kind of throw them out there. I know a lot of people ask me to itemize everything in the description, what I have. To be honest with you, I'd rather you just send me an email or ask me in the comments, and I'll try to get to it as soon as I can and answer any question that you may have. So yeah, once again, guys, thanks for watching the channel. If you haven't subscribed, you like the content, please hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching. Share it with your friends. Take care, everyone.